I think similar to what I said before, changing workforce. You know what I mean? Gone are the days of like a one-page resume. Like it's not uncommon to see like somebody who just finished grad school and maybe like a year ago, and they've already had maybe like 3 jobs with 2 different positions. Also not uncommon to see like career changes. I think probably 10 years ago, like that was a scary thing. Like once you were a teacher, an accountant, whatever it is that you did, like that's all that you did. And if you liked, fishing or, crafting, like you did it, on the weekends, but the idea of like starting from scratch is becoming more popular now. So is entrepreneurship. You know what I mean? And people really looking to find and make their own way. So that stigma of job hopping isn't the same that it used to be, which I think impacts retention. So I want everyone just to be aware of that. Like if that is an issue that they're facing, that there's lots of different factors and variables for it, but just the times that we're in, it is more common specifically, that this great resignation. And in terms of looking at that positive employee experience, I think a lot of what Brett just said will help with retaining talent. It's not always possible to pay people more. And I went to a couple of the public school talks today, and that was the big concern, is that a lot of the support staff who are in direct instructed with the learners are getting paid the least, and like if they had health benefits, you could retain them a little bit better. But unfortunately, like in that setting, we're not in a position to really address it. But there are, factors that can help given all this information. So recognition and advancement opportunities, it's not money, but those could also serve as reinforcers. So for advancement, it might not necessarily be a change in position that comes with like a monetary increase. Maybe there's more responsibility, or maybe there's less responsibility. There's a colleague of ours who, consults to schools, and when the classroom aide is able to like run the behavior plan with treatment integrity, they get a session off. So what he'll do is like when he on, let's say every Friday he goes to consult, criteria was met, guess what? You have double lunch today. I'm going to music class with your learner. You know what I mean? It's something that like it didn't cost any extra money. You know what I mean? Like the district was paying for the BCBA consultation for the full day anyway. But now this person maybe got to go out to lunch instead of just having to stay, the 20 minutes in the building. So it's a lot about creativity, but just that advancement opportunity was there. And now when other staff are seeing that, they also want to meet criteria, because they're like, listen, I hate going to specials. It's hot, gym's outside. And then when we build choice into that too, if that could also be an option of how to like reward staff. Advancement opportunities could also look at like title names, you know what I mean? So maybe there's there's behavior technician, registered behavior technician, based on, whether or not they have the competency and they're board certified. But I've seen things where there's like senior behavior therapist or lead behavior therapist, and they don't always come with an increase in pay, but sometimes just that acknowledgement and that recognition is sufficient to have people want to stay so they can move up to that position. And then in terms of recognition, check with staff what's more preferred for them. But whether that's something where it's announced on a loudspeaker, it's posted on social media. Not everyone likes public recognition, but sometimes just that acknowledgement is sufficient. During the keynote, the keynote speaker was talking about they were about to roll out like a pay-for-performance system. And that alone, just like knowing it was coming, changed staff behavior. And it immediately like increased performance. So just like having a system available, there was evidence that even that would help.